All right, so on today's 1JZ adventure, we finished the swap. Everything's going well. A little bit of problems here and there, but not too much. But for the most part, Angel bought the EKB Elixir Hippo Sleek body kit for her car. Luckily, someone locally had it in Florida. So during our trip to Florida, we just went down there to pick it up, visited some friends, and then shipped all the parts back. But for now, I think we're going to try. My dog just ran away. Let me see where he at. But we're going to try to paint the body kit ourselves. You won't know if you could do it unless you give it a try. So we're going to try to paint it the factory color, which is 8M6 on her 1J. 8M6 Toyota. They pretty much use the color from the RAV4 to the IS to the MR2. So pretty much that should be it. And then we're going to give it a try. So I already did and primered the front bumper, the side skirts, and the fenders. So we're going to do this one. The process should be the same. I am not a professional. I just learned off of YouTube and asking a couple friends, and I'm gonna try it myself. So these bumpers come from EKB fiberglass, and he has like a coating on them, but I don't know if that's just like primer or some paint that he put on. But I was recommended to use a Scotch-Brite pad to just scuff it a little bit, as well as get some of the dirt out. As you can see here, there's like a little bit right here, but I just kept it wet just to scuff it and get some of that out. And then I cleaned it with some water, and then I'm gonna go over it with, I was told I could use window cleaner to get some of the grease and the grime off. So I'm gonna do that, and then today I'm just gonna primer it. And I'm gonna use cans of Rust-Oleum 2x cover to primer, and then we'll go from there. So I'm pretty much gonna use this right here, 2x cover Rust-Oleum, and this little greaser right here, something to spray. I was told to do long strokes all around on the first 1 or 2 coats, and then on the third coats I could do it into quadrants, like quadrants of 4 on the bumper, quadrants of 4, like this quadrant, that quadrant, that quadrant, and then the rest. So I'm hoping it don't come out all streaky because it has a larger area to go with, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try to start at the edges and work my way all around. Hopefully 1 or 2 cans should be enough to do this, and then we'll just go from there. Come to think about it, I should probably go get a fucking mask. I'm gonna go do that. Stand by. All right, so it's a bit more windy than I thought it would be. Actually, it's really windy. Notice the first coat of primer has a bunch of streaks in it, which I was told that's gonna happen. And again, this is a large surface area. So I'm not really expecting it to be great. This is my first time ever doing it, especially with a paint gun. And the can seems to be working fine. I just wish that the air was a little more so that the spray comes out a little more, like you get with like Dupli-Color paint. Dupli-Color paint does a good job. I guess the fan in it just helps it just spray out a lot more. But for the most part, it is what it is. I'm gonna wet sand it with some 600 grit, maybe 800. We'll see from there and see if the streaking goes away as I add more coats. I got another can for it. I almost went through that whole can just on that little bit, but I can only imagine if I didn't get the 2x cover. So let's see. Here's what we got so far. So the biggest issue I hate is, aside from the streaking, which I see that it's gonna streak, but I hate the little bugs. And I guess because I'm doing it outside, so I can pretty much expect that. So I'm gonna let it sit for like 30 minutes and then try to do another coat from there. I think I'm gonna stick to quadrants because trying to do a long stroke around the whole thing, I don't know, my hands got arthritis or some shit, so I be going to be like, so I'm gonna try to just do it in like 4s and just try to like do a little misty blend at the end to make it all like just blend in. But it's my first time, so I'm not that concerned about it. The next coat I'll try to do better. Or maybe I should go like this way. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna just try. So it's not too bad. I'm pretty satisfied. It's only primer, so. And I'm using a can, but yeah, it looks okay. We'll see after wet sanding. It's okay. I tried to go the other direction and it didn't work out well, so I just stayed going the same direction I was going. That should get better. But for the most part, with fiberglass, I was told that you gotta lay a lot of layers on fiberglass. So I'm gonna sand it down with 600 or 800 grit, just enough to make it smooth, not enough to take off the paint. And then we're going to go for that. I'm gonna lay another layer on it, and then that's it. Other than that, the one Jay-Z car looks raggedy at the moment, but it's fine. And that's my IS in the back of it. But it's doing pretty well. It's looking good. Inside's looking good too. Also, these are perfect. I did those with a spray can, the eyelids, and they came out very well. That's pretty much it. All right, so day 2 of the saga. We're on the painting. We got the paint. I'm gonna try my best, and we're gonna hope for the best. So I got my little ghetto set up, my compressor, my air gun, and so far this is what I got. This is about 2 coats of 8M6 blue. I'm trying my hardest. I messed up the other fender, a little bit too much overspray. Well, it runs, I guess, but it seems to be going very well. It's going to match the blue car. Hopefully it matches. I really do hope, but I'm gonna let this dry for like 20 minutes or so, and then we're gonna go from there using the same technique except with a spray gun. And I think that's at like 30 psi, so hopefully. No, we still out here getting it. This is the blue. Oh, little bugs. A little bit of over. Where is it? Right there, a little bit, but it'll come out. And this is the ending of the first fender. So it looks pretty well. I think this is the best one I did. It's nice, it blends, it runs, it's nice, it's blending, it's going well. I think this is the best one I did so far. But that bumper looked icy. So day 2 of painting, and it's going pretty well. I did discover that the, 3-gallon air compressor is not enough and it cannot hold pressure. So we might have to go to a bigger air compressor for the next time. But for this time, it's gonna work, it's gonna be fine. Like I said, it's our first time doing it, so I don't expect it to be perfect. I don't know, I'm running with it. So this is what we got so far. This is the side skirt, which came out real well. Some clear coat on it. That'll be the last coat. And here we got the bumper, which this is the first coat. It's doing pretty well. Just a coat that's coverage. And here's my fuck up. Are you ready? So I might have did this one when it was too wet or whatever, but I fucked this one up pretty badly. And that happened over there, right here, a couple other places, but I fucked it up. And honestly, that is gonna happen, fellas, people. It's gonna happen. I fucked it up. So I'm gonna try to sand it with some, I don't know, maybe 220 grit. Maybe that's a little too much, maybe 400 grit. And then we'll just have to go from there. I'm enjoying myself. And as you can see, this is Angel's 1JIS that we're painting. She went to get some more material for us. And then here's my basic ass IS. That will be manual swapped, and I will make a full video on how to manual swap. But that is it. Okay.